Well, first they charged for checked bags, and we all gasped. And then they said, how about some more money for extra leg room? And now the airlines, they're charging a $10 premium for already elevated fares on 3 of the busiest travel days of the year. We're talking about the Sunday after Thanksgiving, of course, one of the busiest. And then on January 2nd, right after the New Year's holiday, January 2nd and 3rd will be included in this. Joining us now for a Fox Business exclusive, the bestfares.com founder and CEO Tom Parsons. And why are they pushing this fee? I mean, they're making a lot of money on it, but are they going to get any backlash? A lot of people are cutting back. Are they going to fill their planes?
They might be able to, but here's the whole thing. I think if you're flexible this holiday season, especially Christmas and New Year's, and I've been telling people avoid January 2nd and 3rd. That $10 fee is not what you should be worried about. When I priced New York to Los Angeles and not traveling on the 2nd and the 3rd and coming back on another day, I was finding round-trip airfares between Christmas and New Year's around $300 round trip. Put that Saturday and Sunday in there coming back, and my fare jumps up to about $480, $500. That's a whole bunch more money than $10. Same thing with Florida, those other destinations. I think if you can just avoid those travel days and fly in between. We found between Washington, D.C. and Orlando, round trip between Christmas and New Year's, $180 round trip, all taxes out the door. So I think if you're flexible, avoid those busy days, you'll be able to fly this holiday season cheaper than you did last year. I know I bought tickets to Tampa, and I'm going for about $150 less than I paid last year.
I'm paying $550 round trip to Phoenix, plus the $35 I'm going to pay to check my bag on U.S. Airways. I have 2 questions for you, though, Tom.
Yeah.
First is, why is American and Delta and U.S. Airways adding this $10? Why bother when you've already got a low-cost carrier like Southwest Airlines that are raising their fares more than 50%? My second question, where's the Hawaiian shirt? That's my favorite part of interviewing you on Fox Business.
Well, I have to go somewhere that they require a jacket.
Oh,
so.
well, forget them. Anyway, so why are these guys bothering?
I know, but, it comes down to this. There are ways to skin a cat. If you're trying to go to Florida for the Christmas holidays, and you live in New York or Washington, D.C., Pittsburgh, Boston, I got a way to get there for the holidays. You're talking about the airlines. Guess how much they want for a car rental in Orlando, Tampa, or Fort Lauderdale during the Christmas week? This is for a compact. $800 a week.
Oh.
Now, if you live in the Northeast, Pittsburgh, Boston, those destinations, you can actually pick up an Alamo car in Washington and drop it off in Florida. You'll pay about $30. With taxes and all, it's about $300 for 7 days for an SUV. Drop it off at the Orlando airport or the Tampa airport or Fort Lauderdale. Fly back home, and a family of 4, if you fly on the right days and travel, you can get the car and the airfare for under $600 versus paying $880 just for the car once you get to Florida. So you might find that a good way to skin the cat.
I'll tell you, I was looking around at trying to figure out what to do about holidays in California versus New York, and what I saw, and maybe it's just anecdotally, but I saw many fewer flights available than last year. Are they severely cutting back?
Well, again, you might see less flights, but at the same time, we've seen some competition this year from Virgin America, JetBlue, American and Delta, and United Airlines flying that coast-to-coast corridor. There'll still be flights out there, but there'll be, even during Christmas, there'll still be more than probably normal in those routes. But I think what you have to do is the whole trick is the flexibility. Again, if you go now, it's $238 round trip. You fly midweek during Christmas, you're going to find it $338. You want to come back on the 2nd or 3rd of January, you're going to pay about almost $500, and that's why you got to avoid those busy travel days. So the more flexible you are, and the more you poke around, and I learned that word from Southwest the other day. They said, go poke around, you'll find some good deals, and I did. Okay, and so I think this holiday season, you should be looking now, though. I think you've got to be looking now. You've got to be. But the other thing you were talking about on the bags, some airlines charge, up to $128 now for 2 checked bags. Don't ever bring it over 50 pounds. United will hit you for 2 bags in for maybe $600. So bags is a very important thing. Be careful in checking, pack light, and look for those deals. And if you live up in the Northeast, I'd take advantage of that Alamo one-way drive. That's a heck of a steal.
Drive.
Okay?
All
That's
right.
a steals on wheels.
All right. Tom Parsons, bestfares.com. Thanks, Tom, very much.
Thank you.
I missed the shirt, Tom. All right.